How's it going, everybody? Viscount Gregor Hawke here, and welcome to my 100 shots a day, 100 days Pell challenge. This is my day 82. So today was Friday practice. I just got back not that long ago. Today was my first run at defense training, which I was pretty much just trying to go out there and block and not throw any blows. The main thing I did not like about it is I would march up to people and just kind of them not throw shit at me. You know, I had to resort to just kind of like coming in at these angles and just like messing with people's swords a little bit just to get them to react. So, and the other thing I didn't like either was I was throwing my block. I was getting my blocks, but I wasn't attacking because in my mind I wanted to work on defense. The only problem is I don't know, man. I get to hear and I catch you and I don't do anything. It puts me in jeopardy, honestly. So I think what I'm going to do to approach my defensive training is to just keep practicing on the Pell, my known weaknesses, and I'm just going to go out there and I will still have plans that I want to work on at fighter practice because I'm big about that, but I'm not going to just go out there and just not throw blows. And the biggest reason is half the practice, I was just kind of, waiting for somebody to do something instead of taking the initiative and just dag on it. So, and I was out there fighting. My buddy Sir Cyrus couldn't fight today. Poor dude like nearly cut his daggone big toe off with an axe, so he had stitches and couldn't fight. And he was jonesing, and I was letting him know, man, I'm gonna work on my defense today and see how that pans out. And man, I really wish you were fighting and all that. But here's the thing, guys. Like he was like, you know what, Gregor? A great defense comes from a superior offense, or something to that effect. And I was like, you know what, you're right, man. You really are. So I'm going to go to practices. I'm going to work on what I'm weak on my shield and stuff still. But I'm not going to just go out there and do my blocks and do like nothing. So I'm very big of a counterpuncher too. So when I catch those blocks, man, I almost always have an answer. So it was really weird for me to just kind of stand there in people's ranges and let them tee off on me. And half the time they just wouldn't. It was just really weird. They're used to me throwing blows, so when I didn't, it was just strange for them. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep doing what I do on the Pell. I'm going to practice some of my weaknesses that I know of. And when I go out there, I'm going to be practicing all these blocks and such. It's just, I'm gonna be throwing shots. As a lot of my defense, it really is, comes from my offense. And that's why you saw me train my offense like hardcore in the beginning. Like for the first 60 to 70 days, it's all about offense. And it's true, a very big portion of your defense comes from your offense. Your opponent cannot kill you. They cannot throw blows at you. They're too busy trying to live. But yeah, the big thing is this, guys. I don't want to fall into that rut that I did before. When I started training my defense last time, I became very stationary because I would just like march up into your range and just be like, what are you gonna do? Force them to act first. I was always responding to what they were doing, and that's all not always awesome, honestly. I like my opponents to respond to what I'm doing, so I want to keep working these angles, as they're always having to respond to what I'm doing when I'm doing those angles. sensitive. And what sucks is I didn't bring my camera because I was running late. Couldn't find my Knight's belt either. It's like, yeah. Luckily I had my backup with me, but yeah, I didn't get the camera. Which really bums me out because I want to be able to see the things that I'm screwing up on out there. You know. That's why I always take my camera. So I can see how I'm messing up. And anyone else that shows up that wants to view the footage to see how they can improve, and that's there for them as well. But yeah, just kind of doing random shots, like reflecting a little bit of practice. Like, I didn't do too super horrible. You know, I did end up getting stabbed a lot. Exercise gave me some wind advice on that and why it's happening. It's going to really work on that. Ooh. And the other thing I need to do too, on the shield, is I like a little bit of play. I have too much play in this. Like, nobody up here besides Sir Cyrus will take advantage of that. Shield manipulations and things. But what I need to do is I need to put another bolt right there, so I don't have as much play. I have a little bit, but not enough to where someone can really rip or do something horrible to my shield. Without so much play in it, they won't be able to do it as bad. So I need to get that done too. I'll probably do that in the next few days. Yeah, really looking forward to fighting Cyrus. Hopefully he has his stitches come out on the 20th, I think, or 22nd. Friday practice is on the 20th. So I'm hopeful, but you know, I'd rather he gets back to full strength Cyrus than try to go out there and fight hurt and then get more hurt. So I've done that before. You sit there at Friday practice in your Jones, and you just want to fight so bad, but you're hurt. You go out there and do it, and you end up hurting yourself even more, and then you're out for even longer. Because I've done that so many times in my career. Just so bad wanting to fight Jones and knowing I shouldn't, and I just do it again. I've only done that a few times, but paid the price every time. So a little bit of my footwork at practice was half decent, except for when I started trying to be like super mega defense man. I got stationary, so I want to really make sure. And I picked up a very small, like 9-inch buckler, just basically like hand protection really, with a little rim around it, very small. Sebastian uses it for fencing and stuff, so I asked to borrow it. And it was mostly after being like super stationary with my shield, trying to defend a bunch. So I picked that up, and damned if I didn't dance around all over the freaking place after that, because my God, that shield was tiny. But yeah, all that footwork helped a lot though, moving around, not being stationary. So I need to do that with this shield. I don't care how big. I don't need to rely on it so much that I just become stationary, because the way for me to further advance my fighting is just marrying my foot more with my sword arm. It's getting there. They're engaged. They're not married yet, but they're engaged. So yeah, big thing is I need to try to keep this corner up as much as I can. Try not to drop it like this or like this. Like I don't mind this so much if I'm like this and I'm just a cross measure and kind of, because I want you to fire in my head. I just have to be really careful. You're not doing a wrap or I could die. And I could get that, but I don't have so much time. If you decide to, if I see snap all the way and it's past 3/4 of the way, I can't race that. If you have decent speed. So you have to watch your hand very closely. Alright. Probably gonna do a few more. I'm sore from today. Like, I fought a lot. Like everyone kind of bailed for a little bit and then Timothy showed up and then we like fought like 30 some fights easy. It was easy. That was when I was used to Butler. And we were like dog tired, and then Soren came back out there. He was like, "What up?" And him and Timothy fought a whole bunch, and Soren and I had fought a bunch already that day. I wanted to make sure Timothy got to fight Soren a bunch, so I didn't want to hog the opportunity, let him have it, and they fought until they were done. So it's good practice. Good practice. Worked with my squire some, with me on my knees. Did some drills trying to help him so he can get that footwork down to land that off body. The only thing I'm bummed about is he didn't have the opportunity to do 30-second kill drill, which I should have done. But oh well, next practice. He's coming over tonight to work on armor, so maybe we'll do something like that. Yeah. He's probably going to be working on armor though. All right, one more pass. I'm done. I'm super tired, guys. It's not that late. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm probably just going to sit around and veg all day today. Man. All right, going to hit the shower. Thanks for watching. Catch you next episode. Peace.